Okay, so let's talk about one of those tricky pairs in Japanese grammar, te-oku and te-aru. If you've ever found yourself just guessing which one to use, you are definitely not alone. They look so similar, right? But getting the difference down is a total game changer for sounding more natural. So today, we're gonna finally crack this code together.
Take a look at these two sentences. I mean, they're almost identical, and they're both about a clean room. But here's the thing. One is all about the action of cleaning, while the other is about the result. The secret sauce is in the grammar, those tiny little particles, and the entire viewpoint of the person speaking. So what's the real difference? Let's dive in and find out.
All right, first up, let's break down te-oku. I like to think of this as your action plan grammar. Seriously, it's all about looking ahead, getting things done, and preparing for whatever's coming next.
So the core idea here, the absolute heart of te-oku, is preparation. This is the grammar you pull out when you're doing something right now because you have some future purpose in mind. You're not just doing things randomly. There's a plan. You're getting something ready, plain and simple.
Okay, check out this classic example. 来週お客さんが来るので、部屋を掃除しておきます. So what's happening here? A guest is coming next week, so I'll clean the room in advance. See? The action, cleaning the room, is being done specifically for that future event, the guest arriving.
Now let's really zoom in on what's happening in that sentence. See the particle o, the one right after the room? That is your big clue. It shines a spotlight right on the action that the speaker is performing. The whole sentence is basically saying, hey, I am choosing to do this cleaning, and I have a good reason for it.
Here's another one you'll hear all the time. Let's say you're planning a party with friends. You'd probably say something like, パーティーの前に飲み物を買っておきましょう, which is, let's buy drinks before the party.
And yep, there it is again, that particle o, pointing to the object of our action, the drinks. The focus is all on that intentional preparatory act of buying. We're doing it now for the party later. This all boils down to one really simple idea.
Just remember this. It's super simple. Te-oku is for doing. It's all about the action, the preparation, the doing.
Okay, you with me? Good. Now, let's flip the coin and look at its partner, te-aru. If te-oku was all about the action, this one is all about what happens after the action is done. So, with te-aru, we're doing a complete 180. We're not talking about the doing anymore. Nope. Instead, we're describing the state of something, a state that exists because somebody, at some point, did an intentional action. The key word here is result.
Remember our clean room? Let's go back to it. But this time, we're going to say, 部屋が掃除してあります. The meaning totally shifts. Now it's, the room has been cleaned. We're not talking about the act of cleaning anymore. We're just walking in, looking around, and describing the beautiful clean result.
And this is just a brilliant example of that change in perspective. And look, the particle changed. It's ga now, not wo. That little change shifts the entire focus onto the room itself and its current condition. Who cleaned it? Honestly, the sentence doesn't care. It doesn't matter. All we're doing is observing the fact that, hey, this room is clean.
Here's another perfect example of this in action. 机の上に本が置いてあります. This just means a book has been placed on the desk.
See, our focus is purely on the result we can see with our own eyes. There's a book on the desk. Now, we know someone intentionally put it there, right? Books don't just appear. But the sentence doesn't care who. That particle ga puts the spotlight on the book and the state we're observing right this second.
So here's the other half of our rule. If te-oku is for doing an action, then te-aru is for seeing a result. It's all about observation. Okay, time for the final showdown. Let's put them right next to each other, side by side. This is where it's all going to click into place, I promise. That difference between action and result is about to become crystal clear.
So let's just walk through this. For te-oku, the focus is the action, the perspective is the doer, and the key particle is o. Simple enough? Now, for te-aru, the focus flips to the result. The perspective is an observer, and the key particle is ga. So think about it this way. Nomimono o katte oku is the act of, I'm going to buy drinks, but nomimono ga katte aru is what you say when you open the fridge and see the result. Oh, the drinks have been bought. They're already here.
And getting this isn't just about passing a test or memorizing a rule. This is like unlocking a new superpower in Japanese. You can now make a conscious choice. Do I want to talk about the action I'm planning or the result that's already there?
That gives you so much more precision and nuance.
Really, it all comes down to this one simple distinction. Just ask yourself, am I talking about the preparation for something, or am I describing the resulting state of something? That's it. That's the secret.
So from now on, I want you to listen for this. When you're watching your favorite anime or listening to Japanese music or talking with friends, keep your ears open. You're going to start hearing this difference between action and state everywhere. The real question is, now that you know the secret, how are you going to use it to level up your own Japanese?